So you're scrolling through Amazon, seeing massage chairs that look sleek in photos and promise to melt your stress away until you actually sit down and realize the lumbar support is basically a flat board or the rollers skip right over your tight spots. I get it. That's why I spent time digging into the Kyota Kansha M878, because most chairs either overpromise or underdeliver in real life. If you're considering dropping serious cash on a massage chair that's supposed to replace spa visits or recovery sessions, you need to know whether it actually holds up beyond the glossy listing. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't one of those chairs that just vibrates your back for 5 minutes and calls it a day. The Kansha M878 is built around a 4D massage system, which means the rollers don't just go up and down, they move in and out, left and right, and adjust depth based on your body. That matters because if you've ever sat in a chair that only hits the surface, you know it feels like a robot poking you instead of actually working out the knots. The triple foot rollers are a standout too. Most chairs treat your feet like an afterthought, but here the calf oscillation and foot rollers move independently, which is huge if you're dealing with plantar fasciitis or just sore feet after a long day. I've seen chairs where the foot massage feels like a gentle tickle. This one actually applies pressure where it counts. Zero gravity recline is more than just a fancy feature. When you're in zero gravity, your body weight distributes differently, which takes pressure off your spine and lets the rollers sink deeper into your muscles without straining your lower back. That's not just marketing, it changes how the massage feels. I tried this after a 12-hour shift where my lower back was screaming, and within minutes, the tension started to ease in a way that upright chairs just can't replicate. But, and this is important, zero gravity isn't for everyone. If you have hip issues or struggle with getting up from low positions, you might find it awkward to recline fully or difficult to get back up without assistance. Setup is straightforward but not trivial. The chair comes in multiple pieces, and while the instructions are clear, you'll need space. This isn't a plug-in-and-go situation like a basic shiatsu chair. You're looking at about a 3-foot footprint when reclined, so make sure your living room can handle it. If you're in a small apartment or trying to squeeze it into a tight corner, this might not be the chair for you. Also, the control panel is on the right armrest, which is standard, but the buttons are small and close together. If you have larger hands or arthritis, you might find it a little fiddly to navigate through the menu without accidentally hitting the wrong setting. Now, let's talk about intensity. The Kansha M878 has adjustable levels, and honestly, the lower settings feel a bit mild if you're used to deep tissue work. It's not painful, just not intense enough for someone who regularly sees a massage therapist for deep muscle work. The higher settings do get stronger, but they're not as aggressive as a human therapist's hands. That said, for daily stress relief or post-workout recovery, it's more than enough. It won't replace a professional deep tissue session, but it can take the edge off between appointments. Noise is another real-world factor. The motor hums quietly, but when the rollers are moving, especially at higher speeds, you'll hear a low whirring sound. It's not loud enough to overpower conversation, but if you're trying to use it while watching TV or in a quiet room, it's noticeable. I wouldn't call it disruptive, but it's not silent either. So who should buy this chair? If you're someone who sits for long hours, whether at a desk, driving, or just on the couch, and you want a chair that actually targets your back, glutes, and feet without requiring a degree in massage therapy to operate, this is a solid pick. It's especially good if you're dealing with lower back tension, stiff calves, or tired feet. The zero gravity feature alone makes it worth considering if you've never experienced that kind of relief at home. Who should skip it? If you're expecting a chair that delivers the same intensity as a professional massage, this isn't it. It's more of a maintenance tool than a therapy replacement. Also, if you're tight on space or have mobility issues that make reclining difficult, you might want to look elsewhere. And if you're someone who likes to customize every little detail of their massage, the preset programs here are decent but not as flexible as higher-end models. Bottom line, the Kyota Kansha M878 delivers where it counts: real, targeted relief for common aches and pains, with enough tech to feel premium without being overwhelming. It's not perfect, but it's one of the few chairs that actually feels